Peace, quick lift, think fast. I remember how I made the video talking about, we're here to bring in new information, and, channel in new ideas, new inventions, new characteristics of crystals or new crystals or, things of this nature. And the reason why I kind of went to that though, because I was walking and I had like a quick, like a little Claircognizance channel in essence, as I was walking by some palm trees, you know, and this how you kind of realize that it's coming from somewhere else. Cause one, I'm just walking down the street. I was actually listening to Abraham Hicks, so I was in a whole nother little place, and I'm walking and all of a sudden something just kind of made me pay attention to the palm trees, and next thing the thought hit me of like the palm tree and how flexible it is. And then when I thought about that, then something was like, that'd be a great stone for a great, you could say great stone or crystal in essence, because when you think about a petrified wood, a fossilized wood, however you want to say it is used with like as a crystal with those type of properties, because again, petrified wood has silicon in it, or silicone, or silica dioxide, which is basically microcrystalline quartz. So basically, technically, petrified wood is a crystal, but then like something like jet is partly is like wood mixed with coal, like super compressed. Now that's not really considered a crystal, kind of like amber. Amber is not a crystal, and coral is not a crystal. Matter of fact, that's kind of like a organic amorphous type of amorphous, like no particular shape to it. Like organic, like it comes from something that was living in essence. But like I just picked up this palm tree and I thought about it. It was like that'd be petrified wood from a palm tree would be good for promoting flexibility and strength during hard times. I'm from Louisiana, in which we don't have palm trees in Louisiana, but what we do have is hurricanes, and I experienced the winds from a hurricane. And then I seen like Florida has palm trees though, and I've seen how palm trees could take so much wind, and still be, matter of fact, leaning, the top of it might almost be touching the ground, but it's not going nowhere, And I thought about that, like that's how we have to be in life, resilient, be able to bend but don't break, technically and figuratively and figuratively and what's the other way to say it? See, I be catching these little brain farts sometimes, but it's all good. Matter of fact, I did smoke some herb earlier, so. But it promotes strength and flexibility, and bending and not breaking again, you know what I'm saying? And one of the things I realized again is that we're gonna be bringing in a lot of new information. A lot of people gonna be discovering like new types of herbs, and crystals gonna be transforming and picking up new energies. Kind of like at one time they had certain quartz that was regular until it started being downloaded with information from Lemurian and turned into Lemurian quartz. You know what I'm saying? Like, malachite is actually evolving right now and transforming, picking up more of a divine feminine energy, because it is a midwife in stone, but it kind of has more of like a masculine energy to it due to like the copper, but it's about to embrace more of a feminine energy, and it's going to be great for using in these times that the energy is changing right now. And matter of fact, what used to work for us at one time may no longer work, because we manifesting on a magnetic manifestation level, and the universe kind of, along with our free will, but influencing us to like, hey, showing us like, if you want to really manifest things, you gotta work with the law of attraction, and you gotta do You got to do a little bit of physical work. You got to balance it out, like, and you got to do what works for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all what works for you too. But, definitely. And I also thought about, like, with the piece of wood, like petrified, like, well, like I could actually turn this into petrified wood in the essence of letting it soak in some water, and letting it sit out, which I don't know how long it would take for it to actually start, like, you know, forming the silica or the quartz, the microcrystalline quartz in it. But, that's just something to think about, like you soak it and put it to the side. But I don't know. Which, I would be still living, I'm gonna be the first person to live to 1,000. I think that's what's going. I think I'm gonna reach 1,000 this lifetime. But the palm tree. Matter of fact, though, like, say for instance, and that's where magic and stuff come in, doing your own magic. And no book said, hey, pick up palm trees as you walk down the street. No, that was my own intelligence, and I know it came from my own inner intelligence. And so, am I wrong? Because I never seen it in a book, or because it may not even be in a book? No, because I'm guided by my own inner intelligence. That's why, like, all these things are. Some of it is common information, but also is like some of these books is people perspectives too with this information. Just like, I'm giving mine. So that's the thing too. You want to use your own heart intelligence, your own inner intuition. That way you could, discover new things and help us. You might discover something, that cure, some type of disease in the body, whatever the case may be. That's definitely something to think about. But yeah, I was about to say too, like, you could just carry, a little piece, if you're around palm trees or whatever, get your little chunk or something like that and keep with you. I think it would be great to have, like, whenever you, to not only prevent, help to prevent hard times, quote unquote, the strenuous times, but at the same time, don't remember those strenuous or pressure times. It's like pressure that makes the diamond. So, see the blessing in it. You know what I'm saying? Like the diamond, look at the pressure as a blessing. Because it went from that carbon to a diamond. But it will help you through, like, strenuous times and help lighten those times up, but also just making you strong and resilient. Like, I think palm trees is good for, like, matter of fact, like a situation like like with my things getting stolen, or or with anybody, if something forces you to be back at square one, or to take some type of it ain't even no real loss, but quote unquote loss, temporarily, a palm tree, I feel, would really help with that. And which I've seen petrified wood in palm tree petrified wood too, though. So that would definitely be, if you do have some place that you get your crystals from, and they say they got petrified wood, and they say they got palm tree petrified wood, you definitely want to go with that. And it also helps with the integrity of our DNA and connection to the ancestors as well. Strong connection to the ancestors. And matter of fact, I would combine it with Devic Kingdom crystals. Matter of fact, I got a video on that. Just look under my crystal healing playlist. But yeah, definitely. Matter of fact, connection to nature. If you're living in a city, or you living, like, in a downtown area, and you don't have no trees or enough of trees around you, carry some petrified wood on you, And I would even say a piece of wood, honestly, because reason being too, like, dealing with the feng shui of your house, like certain areas and certain rooms, it's good to have a piece of wood in to kind of bring a certain little cleanly nature, vibration. Like it brings in how can I say, a refreshing, rebirthing energy. Like, I tell people wood has a vibration, which different particular woods do kind of carry maybe, somewhat of different vibrations in essence. But for the most part, they do just promote that growth and connection to nature. What a tree do, it grow. And matter of fact, connection to nature, and also it promotes the energy of going with the flow. You know, like as trees do, as you can see, like trees are not tripping out like human beings. And yet matter of fact, they got trees that outlast so many people. Trees not walking up on each other and robbing each other. They know that source gonna take care of them. So they don't have to. They don't have no ego to tear them up and have them overthinking like, oh man, where my next meal gonna come from? Where my next meal gonna come from? But that's where we stick our foot in our mouth. Like, what's funny, being able to think and comprehend is a blessing and a curse in the essence of when you don't know how to, how strong your mind is and your thoughts is, then it could be a curse. But once you know what it does, then it's a blessing. And not to be overthinking. You learn like that it's not about really overthinking and being too much in the logic of things, but just going with the flow. But that's it. Peace. Happen now. Now it's the vibrate. I only sing when I'm feeling it. I gotta feel it. Gotta be authentic. Not too far in the future. Not too far in the past. Right now.